let's see. Oh, frick. Oh, hold up. not gonna give you my developer signing key. Let's see. Okay, so serious mysterious mystery. So this is found. We define a class called channel data found listener mock. For some reason, it's saying it doesn't override. Channel data found passes the channel data. All it does is there's a constant reference, so I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just try to compile this. Let's see what breaks. Ah, I think I figured out the typo. No? Let's see. Virtual member function. Oh, because they're both named start of frame search, so we want okay, recursion error's not there. So what happened was since they're both named, so we have start of frame search in the scope dynamic parser, and then start of frame search in the scope of the IBUS in general. Since it didn't have the concept of IBUS, defaulted to this because this was defined, which goes here, which leads to recursion and would have not been nice. So fix actually let's do a fancy commit message. Fix recursion compiler error. Since IBUS was it name scoping rules. IBUS. The outside specifies that IBUS okay. Overloaded virtual. Warning. Virtual function was hidden. You can override a virtual function with a function that has a compatible signature, which means either identical signature. Otherwise, your derived class Oh, okay. So I see it. That means that it's not triggering the whole virtual thing for some reason. Why? Let's try this. Okay, yeah, of course, I'm just testing. Let's try just doing this again. So mock. Ah, void. Oh, shoot. I see now. Okay. Because I do want it to be const because no, it actually shouldn't be const. The reason why is that when it processes the data, let's see if I have the const handler. Well, no, that would restrict the listener from modifying its state based off of it. So no, I don't want that to be const. I'm just gonna be there we go. That took a bit longer, but it's all right. Hold up, what's test? We'll test received. Actually, well, I want this to reflect the main hierarchy. Align to SRC. Nah, that's better. Okay. Let's see what we call dynamic IBUS parser test. So, just a note for newer programmers: as much as unit tests are very useful, shut the hell up. Sorry, I reinstalled everything because I was migrating operating systems. So, hold up, can I disable this? Because I disabled. Why the hell? Let's see. My faith in Microsoft has been slowly declining over the past few years. I wish them the best. Okay. There should be no Copilot. This is a very niche comp. What? Hold up. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to leave in like. Oh, hell no. Never actually. Parenthesis. And then exceptions. Allow. Oh. Allow. Changes. Okay. Copilot VS Code. Respect to Microsoft for actually listening to this, because as much as they're like, could I say that word? Yeah, it's a technical word now. It is used in everyday discourse, in the news, which just because popularity doesn't mean it's not right. But this is something that could say is a consensus in professional community. It's the enshittification of a lot of things. I do have respect for them. I have respect for the lone dev who snuck that in. So whoever you are, you deserve a raise. And I would say find a company that's not evil, but you're kind of making this company slightly less evil. So oh, sure. Okay, so I'm actually gonna yeet some of these bytes. Hold up. Chromium. So I was trying to install Chromium because I was trying to debug why my BitLocker recovery key wasn't working, because Windows decided to encrypt my Windows without telling me. I've left it unencrypted because I didn't really have faith in Windows encryption from the first place. Because allegedly they store their encryption key, recovery keys in plain text, um, which is available to hackers and whatnot. So, and I was also resizing it so I could install Linux. Okay, so let's try that again. Actually, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So these are the expected data. Channel bytes. So the first test I want is that if I create a buffer that contains all of that, which I think we already have here, I can just push that into the dynamic parser, call update. In theory, it should call channel data found, and the channel data should be this. Not only that, the checksum should be valid as well. This probably won't work on this first try, but let's try. Is anyone like in the chat? I wonder if anyone's even watching. I really, honestly, I kind of just want to go to the gym and sauna. I ran too much yesterday. Communication, IBUS, dynamic IBUS parser, etc. And then namespace, Fang, communication, IBUS. This is a bit controversial, but it does help prevent whenever you're collisions. If you're having like utility classes for more involved tests, I'm not anticipating anything too involved. Oh, I didn't finish my rant on unit tests. So they're not a panacea, but well, you should be testing your code, like, compiling it and running it. I know that sounds pedantic, but you'll be surprised how often it doesn't happen. And then when your code breaks, usually you just start, hard coding into main all these like checks and then printing. So why not just store them in one place, and only that you're able to show off to your fellow developers, like, hey, this is how I envision this code to be used. Whoa! Oh. I want to rename those. Not really. I'll do the test and I'll rename it on refactoring. I was doing a different naming structure before. So the dynamic IBUS parser is just, what are you gonna call this? Can we just, or I guess complete parse. And then usually I'm like, why is it not identifier? Oh, I see. Hashtag include gtest/gtest.h. It's been a long day. So what I want it to do now. Oh, it'll only do it for Doxygen comments. Heard. So no, it shouldn't only do it for Doxygen. So heard only Doxygen. So takes known IBUS signals from and checks if it is valid. Parsed correctly. Smiley face. So the flow of what I'm thinking is we need test data, so let's create test data first. IBUS/IBUS channels section. I really wish it would properly parse this, but it doesn't on Ubuntu, doesn't do it on Fedora. C'est la vie. And then we're gonna put what we have, and then const. Let's see, I want channel data. Okay, expected. So I'm like trying to get used to like the key bindings for VS Code, because I've been mainly programming in NeoVim on command line, because it's vibes. Because like the Vim bindings and then versus the COC plugin NeoVim bindings are kind of different. So okay, expected data, and then we're gonna do this. Oh, that works. No, it doesn't. Heard. Now it works again. Whoa, so 1500, 1499, 007, 1501, 2000, 2000, and then how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. YY 7P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you might say, oh, we screwed up a little bit, but oh, I guess I screwed up again. Oh, that's not anymore. So expected data. I'm just initialize So how I like to do initialize, I guess, pre and post conditions. That's not the most technical. That's not the most accurate state. So just state inputs and outputs. Usually I would like for it to like compile completely, but sometimes your work just doesn't run correctly, doesn't get saved, so I'd recommend just getting the habit of making commits along the way, because you can always use rebase interactive and it's very user friendly relatively. Because I have lost like a whole 2 hours worth of work accidentally with a naive get revert. So I have data, I have bytes, and then I have data. So what I wanted to do now is that it'll take the bytes, right, and we wanted to feed it to a queue. So hashtag include communication, cool serial. Oh no, include cool serial directly, and then we'll have byte queue. If I remember correctly, yes, I got add bytes. So cool serial, byte queue, queue. If I remember correctly, I think oh wait, since I'm not like adding it dynamically like when I'm doing staggered tests, I think I could do this. Data dot begin k expected data dot end. Let's see, does it take iterators? Nah. Vector. No, there's actually yeah, this feels like a bit of some semi-dark magic, but let's keep going on. So I have a queue. Now I need my dynamic parser. What parser? And so now we have the resources supply. Now what these are the characters on the stage. Parser. I should probably get a drink. Let's see. I'm gonna have to head out soon. So byte buffer and a listener. We need a listener. So include mock. Oh no. So it needs a queue and a mock. So do we want a nice mock or a naggy mock? Data found listener. It's just a mock object. So then we have the queue and then the listener. In theory, when I call parser.update, now I'm gonna need to like actually drive out. I did a lot of running and I'm not feeling the best. I'm gonna try to sauna it up. My arms hurt. So parser.update and then expect call. Wait, expect death? Damn. Wow, that's an official feature. Heard. So expect call object. So we have the data found listener. And then you want to get I guess it's not gonna autocomplete that. Heard. Channel data found. And channel data found to be K expected data. I'm not expecting this to work like always, but I'm gonna expect it to get better. Heard. So, failed. Fail. I want to tell me where it failed. Oh. Let's segmentation fault or something. So what I can do is do this. Breakpoints. All C++ exceptions. Run again. Because you didn't let me do exceptions. Let's do this. Test. I think VS Code. My computer can. It's an AI. Wait, is that actually that guy looks real? Okay, actually, this is real. This is probably using a template. User settings. $10,000 scroll back. Okay. There we go. Never called. Okay. Let's set this as a breakpoint. This also, this point has a reference to start a frame, segment extract. step over, step into, step into, then let's see. So queue, right? Let's see what's the state of the queue. So it has all of that data. Wait, 0 to 13 means it has 14. So step over. If K next start a frame. So we know what's wrong. So we know that the queue is actually being initialized, which is good. What we do know is that our data, I know where what went wrong. So, hold up. And test, So what's going wrong here is that this was truncated for the previous test. Beware Stack Overflow and Stack GPT. I copyright that name. That's a really good name. The reason why is that this was supposed to only test the channel section. Oh, heard. Okay. So, I guess reopened that, but what's going on is that we have to go here. We need to add the header. At some point in life, you might find that you have the ability to look at raw binary and understand what is going on. That's when you should stop programming. So, I don't want to just... Oh. I see, so... I'm just gonna do... this. HPP, cool serial, bytes. Bytes. Known IBUS frame. DC05, so 0x20, 0x40, that's the header. And then we also want the checksum. Because we added checksum verification, because why not? Props for the University of Minnesota's team for sending me their like FlySky remote driver link. And for some reason, I wanted to make our own implementation of the FlySky IBUS stuff. So we have here. Well, I do want the code to be robust. I do want to bet that on the competition will this work. 54. Let's just say checksum and header. Wow, the whole message, there was neither 0x20 and 0x40. Go figure. Oh. Ta-da! This file should not exist because of errors. Okay. So let's debug tests. Let's just continue. Continue. What happened? Heard. Okay. Oh, there we go. So K known IBUS frame. That should, theoretically speaking, doesn't. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. Step into. I see. I see. Is start of frame found called? Let's see. Yeah, I gotta pack and go. Ooh, see, so that's the error. Segment extract update. The reason is because if we have the whole message, we want the whole message to be discovered on an update. Let's continue. Never called. So my theory, before I leave, because I don't have much time, finish my quest. Segment found is not even called. Imagine trying to debug this with like high speed actual messages. Well, that concludes today's stream. Bit tired today, but we got some stuff done. Wow, 15 minutes? Yeah, I'm definitely ending the stream.